Hello everyone, welcome back. Thanks for joining me. Today we are going to work on some Father's Day cards. So I have 3 completely different types. We will be using an embossing folder and we will do a little ink dragging. I haven't done ink dragging yet, I don't know why, but I really like the effect of it. So let's get started with just a basic one first. We're going to do some paper layering. And I already cut a couple pieces out on the Cricut. So I'm going to use the craft for the card base. So let's just cut a card base. So I need 5.5. Just a regular A2 size is all I need. And then let's score that. Get that ready. Score at 4.25. Pretty typical. This is 110-pound cardstock. So I tend to like to go on both sides. Okay. Then we'll need our cutter again. Put one folder here and we'll... Okay, so next we'll need a piece. We're going to use this one. Yeah, let's use this. And we're going to do 5.25 by 4. This we're going to just lay on top here. I almost forgot what card I was doing. No, that won't look good on that card. 5.25 by 4. Okay, I'm just going to glue that right on top. So let's get some glue here. These are some out of my scrap section. So I'm not sure where it comes from. You know me, I try to use a lot of scraps. So look, scraps get used a lot on cards because all my extra stuff from my card packs and stuff like that, I tend to use on my cards. So that's what I make my cards out of mostly. Then we're going to want a craft piece that's 5.5. Go 5.5. Should cut that the other way by 2 inches. Okay, that we're gonna go right on top here. Oop, not 5.5. I read wrong. 5.25, Jean. This one. I don't know why I was thinking 5.5. It's 5.25. And then the cream, which might be 1 3/4. Oh, this was a good piece. 1 3/4 by 5. Hopefully it is 5. Okay. I'm going to layer those. Oh, no, wait, I don't want that piece of our cream. That won't show the other thing very well. Boy, I'm messing up all my colors today. Okay, 1 3/4. I thought I gotta go this way. 1 3/4 by 5. Okay, Jean. Okay, so we'll start over. So we have an A2 card base, and then we got the top piece that's 5.25 by 4. Then we have a craft piece that's 2 by 5.25. And then we have the cream that's 1 3/4 by 5. We're just gonna layer that. Okay, can't believe it's coming up close to Father's Day already. It's like school year is done, just about. I'm like, oh, I gotta work on my summer stuff. Bring you guys in just a tad. Looks a little too far out. I don't want to bring you too far. Okay, then we're gonna layer this one on top. Okay. Straight as you can. Whoops, not tight. I want a border all the way around this one. Okay, do it down just a tad. Okay, so that's what we got so far. Then I had my Cricut do my circles. We're just going to space those out like that. And we're going to put on, I layered, made some D's. Got the cream color, and then I found a blue that matches the stripes pretty well. So we're going to layer those and put those on there. Okay, so we'll start working on those. Okay, let's get them all layered first, and then we'll get them on here. The hardest part, these little pieces. Okay. And then I'm going to leave it like this. Normally, when I do like really personal cards, like for father, mother, sister, brother, I hand write inside. I don't usually stamp anything. Got that one a little crooked. Now we're going to glue them onto here. So I don't think I have any Father's Day stamps, but because I just think it's more personalized if that's what you do. If you don't like to hand write something, then find a stamp or let your Cricut write something out. That's what I like to do. So sometimes I don't have room to put a stamp on it after I'm done writing. Although I don't have my husband's long past, my father and father-in-law long past, so let's see, I think I'll start with the middle one and I can center. Now we'll put the A. And just center that the best you can. If you want to measure everything, you can. But I don't. I just like to wing it. I mean, now, after all, that's what a handmade card is, right? And there you have our first one. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, our next one, we're going to use an embossing folder. So, pretty simple one. Let me move some of our scraps so I don't accidentally take wrong colors here, because I would do that. Okay, again, I already have the card base cut on this one. Going with the dark blue card base. And let's score it at 4 1/4. We're going to score it at. And you can, you can do your cards whichever way you want. Top fold, whoops. If you like the top fold cards or whatever. I just typically do this style almost all the time. Okay, now we can move that out of our way. Then I've got some silver foil paper. So that's what we are gonna emboss. I have this folder that I think it's just dots, but when we finish, I think it looks like nail heads. That's why I went with this one. So let me get this in position so you guys can see. As always, it is my Anna Griffin Empress the Mini. Love that thing. Okay, let's get this in. We're just going to position it in. I like to position in the middle so I kind of get the same around both ends. And I can see I'm don't have that side up tight. Don't want crooked. Okay, and then you just use base A and base B plate. Or they're both A plates. Stop. They're both A on this one. They don't do an A and a B. And now one pass should be good, but if it's not, don't take it all the way out. If it's not deep enough for you, then run another pass with like a piece of paper in between your plates. That usually helps me. Okay, let's get this out of our way. But I think it's good. See how that looks like? Reminds me of like nail heads. So that was a good one for a man's card. And we are just going to glue that right down here. I know the camera is very with the silver. This is just a very simple, quick card. Go through your stash, see what you have. I actually did not have anything, really. All my things, like a lot of flowers. I got a lot of flowers. I have some different designs, like the basket weave and all that stuff. I have small dots, big dots, bubbles, a lot. I have so many. So there, we got that. Okay, and then of course the Cricut did some writing for me. So I did the dark blue, the circle, then I'm going to overlay it with silver, and then I've got the Happy Father's Day, just like that. See that? So let's glue all those down. And for this one, after I lay this down, I'll show you quick. For this one, if I would put a piece of white paper inside so that you could write on, or a stamp on, whichever way you want. This one's light enough that you can write on this one, so I wouldn't. Like I said, my Christmas ones, I usually stamp the inside, but things like birthdays and Father's, Mother's Day, you know, get well ones, something like that, I tend to handwrite my notes, so I don't put a saying inside because I use the space to write. And a lot of times I will decorate one side inside too. Depends on who I'm giving it to, what I'm doing. So we're just gonna pop that up right in the middle. Okay. Just about out of my big ones, but we'll just use these. These I got from Barely Art Glue. They have foam dots and stuff now, so I thought I would try them. So that's where those ones come from. Get rid of this backings off, and they have it in long strips, bigger squares, and these little squares. Okay, so now we're just going to center this right in the middle. There you go. Card number 2. I know it's a hard one to see, but it is really cool in person because it does look like nail heads. So, all right, now my favorite card. I don't know why I haven't done any of these cards yet for you guys. I don't know. I hope you guys like this one. So I got some scrap white here first because we're going to need that. And then we're going to use a black base on this one. I think it will look really, really nice. I already cut it out. We just have to score it, again, at 4 1/4. And as always, 110-pound cardstock is what I like to use. And this is Michael's. Michael's 110-pound cardstock. Get it on sale. I go on their website every Sunday. I check all the sales. Same with Hobby Lobby. I do more online shopping. I don't know. It's just getting dangerous to go out in the world these days. I don't know. I just rather prefer shop from home. Okay, so we have our card base. Now I have Salty Ocean. And I got, what's that? I need glasses. Okay, was that ice or leaf? Oh yeah, it is ice spruce. Iced spruce. I'm like, is that really iced? And peacock feathers. I don't care about the name, color of the name. The color name. I just like the colors. Okay, I'm going to start with, let's zoom you in. I want you guys to really see this. Now, all I'm going to do is take it just like this, and I'm going to rub it across the top a couple times back and forth, kind of whatever thickness you like. Do that. Then we'll go with the green, and we're going to go overlap just a little bit. And I don't care that it's not solid. I like the opened areas. And then we'll go with this one, which looks kind of like a grayish color. Okay, and then we'll go back with the blue one. And the peacock feathers next. It doesn't matter, you're going to be cutting this down. And then the iced. And one last time with this, should be long enough. All right. I know it looks like a mess right now. Put it in there. That looks awful right now. I know. Okay, let's get over here. We need our cutter. And I'm going to want to go with the 5 1/4 by 4. So 5 1/4. First, I want to even out my ends here because you can see they're all different lengths. So I'm going to look and see about right about there, maybe a little bit more. Cut that on that side. It looks pretty good. Now we'll go 5 1/4. Nope, I want to do it 5 1/4 the long way. So decide which way you want to do it. I want my stripes to go this way on the card. So that means I need 5 1/4 this way. So now I'm going to go 4 inches. Go down to 4. Okay, so you got that. Now I'm going to take just a little bit off the top there so I can get it kind of even. And now we're going to do 4 or 5 1/4. Move this out of the way. Okay. And then we got this one. And this is one I did earlier that's a little, like I didn't fill in quite as much. So you can see the 2 different ones. Solid ones. Which one do we want to use now? So it depends on how thick you want to put it down. And this one I brushed over it a little bit lighter, but I did 2 passes. And this one I went over a little darker. So you can see the different looks in them. Okay, let's bring this over. Let's grab one. We don't care which one. Just grab any one. And we are just going to glue it onto the front. And you can do this like, you can go on an angle with your dragging. There's a lot of different things you can do. I'll try to do more ink dragging on my cards. I totally forgot about that process. And all of a sudden I'm like, you know, because your Father's Day cards are like, I don't have a lot of like, you know, paper geared to men's really. So I have to dig out something like this. This came from, I think, a Mente pack. So they had a plaid in there, which was really nice. And of course, this one I just, you know, just used my own stash. So I decided to make my own background. Okay, so then I had it print out this little banner thing, tag thing. And put this on, and we're going to pop that up too. So I center that. Looks good. And we will foam that up a little bit. Okay. Now just for my sample. Normally if I was giving this to someone, I'd put more on there, but I'm just doing this to show you guys. I really don't have nobody to give this card to, so okay, we're just going to put this in the middle, I hope. I'm looking at the camera, it looks pretty good. Okay, then I got from Queen & Company, their jellies. This was actually a thank you from when I ordered from them. So I'm like, well, let's use these. And they have 3 sizes. I think I'll use the 3 small sizes. Come on. I'm trying to do this on camera. Back and forth and not doing so well. I'm going to put 3 of them. Just position them where you want. They just don't want to cooperate with me. They're sticking to my finger. Okay. And put the last one down. Space it out a little. Okay. And then I think I will put 3 down on this side too. Where'd you go? Come back. Okay, just get them on there. All right, and there you have it. The color is more vibrant in person. It's way prettier than person. This one's almost true to color, so I'm happy about that. That one's about true to color. And this one, of course, I know is probably just hard to see all together. It's the only thing when I use foil on there, but I wanted to show you how, you know, go through your embossing folders, and I think that's like a perfect one. So there you have three Father's Day cards for you. 3 very different techniques. You know, just taking some scraps on this one. Embossing folder for this one. Very simple though. And a little ink dragging. And look at the background you can make. So there's our 3 for Father's Day. I hope you guys enjoyed those. Let me know in the comments which one is your favorite. I think I like this one. But let me know in the comments. And as always, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.